Hey guys. So last week I worked on this dialogue check and also the animal movement. So when the player runs by the animals, it will the animal will turn to it, and you can also feed the animals. Oh, I didn't realize you could feed two of them at once and it just takes away two per. Anyway, okay, so that's interesting. I don't know if I'll change that or not, but that's cool to see. And hungry, fed, happy. Okay, so that's what I worked on last week. I wanted to add some kind of trigger when the player passes by the animal, so it looks at it, and then there should be something that pops up here, such as maybe like the name and the happiness and health level. So before I did that, I wanted to do some kind of like emojis that showed the current health and the current happiness level of the animal, and maybe some kind of bar as well. Where's that rabbit? So when you tame, I have this bar that comes up. So this is not working. Anyway, little circle bar that comes up, and I want to have that come up whenever the animals walked by. So name and happiness and health on top. So what I did this week was I was working in Gimp to try to improve my pixel art a little bit because I'm terrible at it. So I got some ideas from online, and I decided to make the same type circle. And one of the things you can do, which is pretty cool, you could just use the click E. You make like the circle tool, and then you press G for gradient and drag it down, and you could literally make any color you want. So if you wanted to have like a green, like a dark green, to let's say light green, it makes a nice little gradient here. So I did it here with a couple of gradients, and then in the internal gradient I made like a light orange to orange, and then I just used the same one for each of the emojis that I made here. So I took some hearts here for this is going to be the happiness level. So we have very happy, we have happy, this is fine, this is sad, and this is very sad with a little tear there. So I just copied over like the sad to the very sad, just made a tear. So I just wanted something as a placeholder to make. And one of the things that's cool, you could use this, I think it's called it's called paths. So if you want, you could make a rounded line. So you click 2 points here, and then if you want to make it up here, or let's say I make it down here for whatever line I want to draw, then I can make the path. You pick like what thickness you want, and it's going to go by the color of this. Click stroke, and it's actually not selected right now, so hold on a second. Let's delete that. Let's select all this. And there you go. You have like and then you delete the line here, and you have this random shape. So I'm not going to save that, but that's how I made like the frown face. And then for the eyes, it's just a little just line with the brush tool of that. So very basic. And if I could do it, I'm sure you guys could do it as well if you wanted to try this. So that's how I did the eyes and the sad face. Teardrop I actually just took from like an image, and I just pasted it and scaled it down. Here I made like kind of like a this is the happiness, and then starting with this is the health. So this one is very healthy. This one here I have healthy with a heart here, and then as it get the player or the animal gets like less healthy, what I did was change the exposure of this heart So if you go to colors and exposure, you could change the exposure, like very bright or dull. And so this would be very healthy, good health. This is poor, and I made this like face mask here where I just made like some white box. And then if you scroll down here, I just made little small lines of like gray, dark gray, and then like a little black with the spray, the airbrush tool, just to make it look like a faint outline of a face mask. Actually, I think it came out pretty good. The line is a little bit off there, but it's good enough for the purpose. And then the heart is darker, and then over here we have the darkest heart. With what I did here was use the text tool and press T for text. I made the V, and then if you do Control R, sorry. I don't know why it's not working. Anyway, I use the rotate tool and to rotate it to the left and right to make it look like eyes. And then I made it just like a circle, which anyone can do as well. It's just this tool, and you could really make a circle anywhere. And then this like throw up I got from like online, and I blurred it a little bit with the blur tool, which kind of makes the edges less like they kind of blend within the background. So I did that for everything, and right now I have 5 emojis for happiness and 5 for the health, which I want to bring over to Unity when let's see if I actually have them here. So if I go to the scene here, and then we'll go to canvas, rotate this around here. So somewhere on top, let's see, create image. UI image. So up top, I want it to show, let's say, let's start off with this one, the happy one. Actually, let's make all these sprite 2Ds. And we'll make this one very happy. And let's say I'll have another one. Let's say this would be animal health icon, and then this would be like animal okay. So let's say we have the happiness over here, health over here. Health would be, let's say that I didn't export it yet. Sorry, one second. So this is going to be very healthy. Go back here, and there we go. I'll probably make them smaller because they're pretty big icons. So maybe I'll shrink them down to like 100 by 100. But I do want UI text. Something like, I don't know, cow name. Something to this effect where when you go play and you go near one of the animals, I don't want this to be that big, but at least something will pop up where it's like the name and the level or the happiness and health. And then maybe when I walk by the NPC, maybe something similar where it'll have like the NPC name if you haven't talked to them yet. I mean, if you have talked to them yet and you already learned their name. And then maybe some actions like, you know, quest. Maybe I'll put like a queue to access that, or anything of interest. And then when you speak, maybe that will be like the speak in this one where the dialogue comes. So I don't know, just have a few ideas here, but that's the general idea of how I want it to work. This way you could quickly see just by walking to each animal how are they doing without having to click on each one. So this video is already 10 minutes, so I'm going to end it here, but thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below.